Hello. And yes, my goddamn microphone is working. It's one of the few things I can celebrate right now. And hello, who's ever joining me? Feel free to chat me up. Sorry if I'm a bit hairy down below. I just wasn't in the mood to shave, especially after the performance of a certain team. We'll get to that in a moment. It is working, isn't it? Yeah. Ah! So, the early games were reason for optimism. Of course, last Thursday we had the Niners playing the Rams, and the Niners won down in LA. I was able to watch the Seahawks play the Bucks and lose at home. And around that time, the Cardinals were up 21-6 over the winless Tennessee Titans. And I'm thinking, oh great, we'll keep pace as long as they don't pull what happened against Carolina. And guess what happened? They pulled what happened against Carolina, except it was even worse. They flat out, despite carrying that halftime lead into the fourth quarter, completely blowing it. I'm yawning and crying at the same time. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's just as well it wasn't on TV. But as a result, I'm just wearing my 503T to match my orange shorts. Orange is my favorite color after all. I'm not wearing my Cardinals uni out of protest. It's the same thing every year whenever they have a competitive team. There's always that one or two games where they look like they're going to beat the team they're supposed to beat, and they end up not doing that. It's a wonder I haven't thrown up already. Because I was looking at the comeback play out on NFL.com. I was in the midst of getting ready to eat lunch, and I wondered, should I eat now and risk throwing up if they end up losing this game? Or do I go hungry and then be sick to my stomach and not want to eat anything because I'm feeling so nauseous? I opted to go for the let's eat it while we have the time before I have to stream this game for Sunday Night Football. So far, so good. But this is truly a disheartening afternoon. Didn't help that the Mercury lost in the WNBA Finals for a second straight game in a row. The Timbers lost in MLS, although the Portland Thorns did win. Well, they probably didn't deserve it on account of a missed handball call against the Bay Area team. So sports-wise, it's not been a good weekend. ASU had a bye, so they didn't play. I'll do that next week, and I'll see if I can potentially stream it if it shows up on Fox again. My eating has made me tired. I should really refrain from doing this game, but I just had to see if the fixes I made within Google Chrome would do the trick, and it appears they have. It's like I had to set, instead of in just exclusively in YouTube, I had to do the mic and camera settings in Chrome itself as well. So now I can see the volume control moving back and forth every time I talk. I'll assume that I can actually be heard. And we'll go on with the stream. So it's New England at Buffalo. They're doing the whiteout thing. And Buffalo is now the only team that's for the moment undefeated, because the Eagles did their own choke job at home, losing to the Broncos after being up by 14 in the fourth. It was, again, another day of craziness, another any given Sunday type of thing. The Giants, after beating the Chargers, lost to the Saints, another previously winless team. Carolina won a second in a row at home against Miami. Some of the more predictable outcomes: Minnesota beat Cleveland. Detroit beat Cincinnati. Dallas beat the Jets handily. Jets are now 0-5. Indianapolis is proving it belongs. They wiped out the Raiders. Houston did the same in Baltimore. And that's what really blows chunks about the Cardinals blowing that game, because this was a must-win if they were going to keep pace with the rest of the West, let alone the rest of the NFC itself. Because Washington beats the Chargers in LA. And, of course, Minnesota beating Cleveland. They moved up to 3-2 as well. Cardinals could have been 3-2. Could have been tied with a bunch of other teams for second, since the Niners are now 4-1. But no. They had to soil the bed. And soil a bunch of other things in the process. I don't know what the heck happened, other than it seems the Cardinals lack a killer instinct. The Bucs, for example, have won every single game they've won, which has been less than 3 points. And most of the games have been won in the last minute. They won on a last-second field goal last week. They did the same today against the Seahawks. They won in overtime at Atlanta thanks to a missed field goal by the Falcons. What was their other win? Oh, yeah, Houston. That was another overtime game. So, if the Buccaneers can do it, why can't we? I didn't see the highlights of what went down in the second half, so I have no idea why. All I can do at this point is wait for the highlights, or in this case, lowlights. Once this game is up. So, Bills are going to kick it off. I forgot to bring with me the controller, or actually, I did bring it. I just forgot where I put it. The kick is done. The Patriots are returning it. And number 4 returned it to the 30. And they're introducing the Patriots offense. The Louisiana State University. And again, I've got the headphones on so I can hear what's going on. Drake May back to pass. He passes it to Booty. Oh, no, that's Diggs. He is returned back to Buffalo for the opposition this time. And I got to remember to tilt the TV closer since I'm sitting closer to my desktop. That was a 15-yard gain. We have a pitch out to Ramondre Stevenson, the running back, number 38. He did not get too far. Gets only 3. Mike Vrabel is, of course, the head coach now of the Patriots, returning to a stadium where he tortured the opposition as a member of the defense for those Super Bowl winning teams. Mays back to pass. Does a sidearm to Antonio Gibson, number 4. And now they're introducing the Bills defense. And you've got a guy shouting out his elementary school. Mays in the shotgun. He's back to pass, and he gets sacked. Rousseau, number 50, the linebacker, was the one that got it. So I'm guessing the Patriots will punt, and I got to reduce some of the glare that's on the TV. I'll wait. Behringer is the punter, number 17 for the Patriots. And there's a fair catch by Shakir at the 14. Now I go ahead and let's see. I got both sets of blinds presenting glare problems. Mm, it'll have to do. So apparently, my edits in Chrome haven't prevented the glitching in the video. So I don't know if I'll be able to handle what's going on with that. I've done enough troubleshooting for a lifetime on this. I probably. Uh, Here, I'm a bit more centered when it comes to the camera. So. Finishing my sign to light from earlier this afternoon. So Josh Allen back in the gun to pass, and now he's going to run it, and it doesn't look like he gained anything, but there's a flag on the play, so that might make it moot. And Sean Hockley, equally ripped son of former referee Ed Hockley. Looks like it's going to be a foul on the Bills. Holding, indeed. McGovern, number 66, is the guilty party. Did the throwdown thing. So 1st and 17, the penalty was half the distance to the goal. So the ball's at the 7. Twelve minutes left in the quarter. Man in motion. Allen back to pass, and he's flushed out again, but he gets the pass off, and he manages to complete it to Kincaid, number 86, the tight end. And there's no guarantee that, obviously, if you're pinned deep in your own territory, that you can't make something of it. The Seahawks, thanks to Sam Darnold, converted a 99-yard drive for a touchdown. And now Allen is under center as the ball's at the 22. Hands it off to James Cook, who does a run around the end and is forced out of bounds. Although I think he could have gotten a few extra yards because there really weren't many defenders right next to him. Another shout out to an elementary school. This time it's by the Bills offense. A shout out to a high school. Something I would never do. So the ball's at the 27. Cook got the first down, and he gets the handoff again, going up the middle, gets only 2. bundling up. Allen's getting the play in, looking at his wristband. Now he's in the gun again on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Does a quick out to Shakir. He gets about 4. It'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 4. Allen's in the gun again. Man in motion. Going back the other way. Ball snapped. He's back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Oh, now he's flushed out. And now he gets the pass off, and he gets it completed into the Patriots territory. Again, Kincaid was the one who bailed him out. So the ball's at the Patriots 47 now. Allen's under center this time. Fakes. Oh, no! Oh, he tried to do a handoff to Knox on a tight end run around. Neither can get a clean handle on it. And number 92, Farmer of the Patriots, just easily falls on it. Ooh, and they were talking about earlier in the game how good he is at avoiding turnovers. Announcer jinx, I'm telling you. Announcer jinx. So, I turned in my mobile AC unit. Got a lot more room. Did a bit of reconfiguring. I probably could stand to get the TV closer now that I've kind of figured things out. But that's something for another day. And my usual moderator, Nash, more than likely is watching the game with his family in South Dakota. So, for the moment, it looks like I'm talking to myself. Something I've gotten to do very well in my advancing age. And with the commercial break, all I can do is wait and gab. They're showing McDonough still the coach of the Bills for all the negative talk he's been through and for all the questions about the lack of dominance this team has. Hey, they're 4-0. I'd love for my team to be 4-0. Okay, so the ball's now on the Bills 47 due to the turnover. May's under center. Fakes the handoff to Stevenson. May gets the pass off to Stevenson. Oh, he fumbled the ball. And the Bills got it back. We'll have to look at the replay to make sure that Stevenson didn't just drop the pass. Right now, they're ruling it's a catch and a fumble. Jeez. Yep, it's a fumble. Milano got the initial contact down below, and Shaq Thompson, number 45 for the Bills, got his hand on Stevenson's arm, knocked the ball loose. So the Bills get it back right away at their own 38. And now they're going to do a flea flicker. And he got the pass off and completed to number 1. Whoop. And a lot of craziness already going on in the first quarter. So the Bills were ready to about ready to run the next play, but the ref stepped in as the snap was going on because they wanted to let the defense sub in. And the fans weren't terribly happy with that. So it's a do-over time at the Patriots 42. Hand off to Cook. And second down. Oh, that's a new one. Guy shouting out 2 universities. Georgia Tech and Old Dominion. Usually it's one or the other. Jaden Daniels could do that for the Commanders. He could say ASU and LSU. But no, he chooses not to. He chooses to act as if the Sun Devils never happened. In the meantime, we have a run by another back, Singletary. But we've got Laundry on the field. Illegal formation on the offense. They don't give a number. Okay. So it's 2nd and 10. Allen is in the gun. Back to pass now. Gets it off quickly. Tried to get Keon Coleman, but it was incomplete. Ugh. Well, one consequence I have is that it's still very humid. Earlier this morning, it was 93%. So if I don't have the fans running, I start sweating bullets, especially since this is a leather seat or a reasonable facsimile leather seat. And I'm feeling it right now, but I don't want the fans to mess with the sound. Allen lofting it up now. Again, it's incomplete. And so it'll be 4th down. Attempted again for Coleman, but Marcus Jones had a nice deflection. So will it be a punt or a field goal attempt? It'll be a punt. So apparently, Bills have had issues with injured punters. They're on their 3rd and 5 games. Chris Wisniewski, ex-49er, was the one who punted it. And it went out of bounds at the Patriots 15, but we've got one of Jade's headbands. Illegal formation by the kicking team. So Thompson, after making a great play, makes a bad play. It's 82 in Buffalo. Amazing. It was nice and sunny in Seattle. It was nice and sunny here, too. Wish I could have taken advantage of it. So, Bills have had, well, every team has had a lot of injury issues. Ed Oliver, the hero from the Baltimore game, still out. There are a number of other Bills players that were declared inactive due to injury. So at any rate, the Bills penalty will mean an extra 5 yards for the Patriots, so they'll be starting off from their own 20. And again, we have the commercial timeout, so we wait. And it's hard to believe that even with the shades drawn, I still have more light on this side of my face than with the 4 lights on over there. Very bright LEDs. Is it an LED? Ugh. Yeah, they're LEDs. Ugh. Excuse me. Okay, back to the action. So still scoreless. 6:17 left in the quarter. I set in the backfield. May hands it off. And Patriots number 4 was the one who ran it and got 8 yards. Gibson. I think he's the... No. I'm confusing him with the ex-Jet. He gets it again and gets it to the 34. Oh, it's at the 33. May under center with a single back. It's Gibson again, who gets only 2. It's interesting. I heard Metallica's Orion as the between down music. That was something I definitely did not expect. .430 left. Stevenson's back in. They take the handoff to him, and interesting. May just chucked it into the ground. It looked like intentional grounding, although they said a receiver was in the area. So 3rd and 8 on a bad non-call. May back to pass. Gets it to Boutte, or Booty. Boutte. Caught it and then was able to stretch himself out for the first down. He's number 9. Another I formation. Gibson gets the handoff and gets 7. Another I formation. Ball's right at the 49.5 of the Patriots. Another handoff to Gibson, but he is stuffed. And again, we have a Josh McDaniels sighting. He's back as the offensive coordinator for the Patriots. This time, May's in the shotgun. Stevenson's the lone back to his left. May's back to pass. Up, dropped. Diggs was the one who dropped it, and I'm sure many in Buffalo happy with that. Diggs well on his way to being a journeyman player after repeatedly expressing dissatisfaction with his old teams. Although last year was more an issue of his injury. All right, we've got the punt on the way. Shakir does the fair catch thing at the 14. And only 2:17 left in the quarter. Still no score. Come on. Mute. Now I'm hitting the wrong button. No wonder. So, I haven't looked at the baseball scores yet. Ugh. I'll do anything to not look at what's going on with the Cardinals. Let's see. So Toronto won again. So they lead the Yankees 2-0. Always a good thing. The National League teams won't play till tomorrow. The only other game left is Tigers and Mariners, and it's currently scoreless in the third. Although the Mariners have a runner on first. Although Crawford did just strike out swinging. So that'll be something to look at. Skubal, the hard-throwing left-hander for the Tigers, is the one on the mound. Cy Young candidate. Okay, Allen's currently under center. They do another end-around handoff, this time to a receiver, Samuel. And again, we have another one of Jade's headbands. And it's holding on the Bills. Kincaid's the guilty party. So, Bills have not started off well, obviously. Why are they bothering with the hands up? I didn't do anything! That's usually a sign you did something, dude. In the meantime, we've got an injury timeout. Carlton Davis III, a secondary man for the Patriots, is down with what appears to be a lower body injury. It'll be 1st and 17. Half the distance to the goal penalty. In the meantime, Arozarena is the batter for the Mariners. It's a 2-2 count. Victor Robles is the man on first base. Cal Raleigh's on deck. Davis is walking off under his own power. All right, they're restarting the clock. Allen back to pass. Gets it completed. Oh, it's dropped! Oh, my goodness. Another turnover? Another fumble. This time, Keon Coleman was the one who fumbled it. And the Patriots recovered. Hawkins, number 21, got the fumble. Spillane was the one who stripped it from Coleman. So 3 turnovers in the first quarter alone. A lot of Butterfinger moments. And so now the Bills defense really has their work cut out for them. The ball's at their 11. Mays under center with the ice setback. And Gibson only, well, he doesn't even get a yard. He loses one. Bernard, number 8, for the Bills, had the tackle. So 2nd and 11. Fake the handoff. Mays being chased out of the pocket. Again, he chucks it into the ground. So it'll be quite the moral victory if the Bills can hold them to a field goal. Right now it's 3rd and 11, so the Patriots have one more play to do something. Fans are waving their white towels and getting raucous. May back to pass. He goes out to the right, and it's incomplete. But again, we have Laundry. So legal formation on the Patriots this time, but the Bills decline it, and it'll be 4th down. So Andy Borregales, another new name for me, will attempt the field goal. A 30-yarder. Kick is up, and it's good. With 56 seconds left. In the meantime, the Mariners did not score in the bottom of the 3rd, so it's still 0-0 at T-Mobile Park. And the Tigers are now up to bat. Spencer Torkelson. I'm calling both games! So count is 1-2. Luis Castillo is the right-handed pitcher for the Mariners today. Let's see here. It's going to be a 5-game series. And Torkelson ended up flying out. And already we're back to the action. And Vrabel's arguing about something. Borregales will kick it off. Kick is away. And it's being returned by Curtis Samuel. He gets to about the 33. I don't know if he's related to Deebo Samuel, but that other Samuel's with Commanders who pulled it out over the Chargers. And Jaden Daniels was back at quarterback for them. Allen under center. Samuel's in motion. Fake the handoff to Cook. Allen's back to pass. And now he decides to run. But he only got 3. Maybe 2.5, more like. Davis is back for the Patriots on the field. Allen, and now we got another penalty. False start on 73 for the Bills. Dawkins, the guilty party. 5th penalty for the Bills in the quarter, in addition to their 2 turnovers. No accepted penalties for the Patriots. And they're going to let the clock wind down as we see Stephon Diggs on the sideline for the Patriots. We have the commercial timeout, obviously. In the meantime, in the baseball game, the Tigers went 3 up and 3 down. The Mariners will be due up with the meat of the order coming. Excuse me whilst I take a break. And this week is going to be Taylor Swift week. I actually bought her Confessions of a Showgirl tape because it was in orange, my favorite color. I have not heard it yet. It's actually in my parcel pending stage, and I'll hopefully be able to give it a listen when I go out to get it, maybe later tonight or tomorrow. The action is back. The Bills have converted a first down. Allen passed it to Kincaid again. Seems to be the main target for the moment. So the ball's at the 44 now. Hand off to Cook, who gets to about the 48. So it'll be 2nd and 6. He's on pace to average 100 yards a game. Did he get close to 2,000 potentially? It'll depend on how well he does tonight, obviously, and in the future. He gets the handoff fake to him. Allen back to pass, and he lofts it in the air, and it's complete to number 5, Palmer. And they're in Patriots territory. Looks like they've finally woken up. And he was dropped at the 29. And a pitch out to Singletary. He only got 3, so 2nd and 7. They're showing the Bills' offensive coordinator, Joe Brady. And Allen's doing the audible thing. Back to pass. Gets it off Shakir, who's a yard short of a first down. And a quick handoff to Cook, who gets the first down to the 16. Definitely have the motor running now. Another handoff. Again to Cook. Gets to the 11. Speaking of 11, there's 11 minutes left in the half. Got a weather alert. Get rid of that. 2nd and 4. Lone setback. He gets it. It's Cook again. But he can only get a yard to the 10. And the Bills are huddling up while the Patriots substitute. Ten minutes left in the half. 3rd and 3. Man in motion. Oh! Allen was about to get sacked. He flipped it off to Shakir, but he was better off just dropping the ball. He lost a ton of yards, but there's flags on the field. Ooh. So there was a illegal man downfield and a pass interference, both on the offense. So I don't know if either penalty was accepted because it's now 4th down. And Matt Prater will kick it, ex-Cardinal, one of many. It'll be for 31 yards. And the kick is good. So Bass is still hurt, the original kicker for the Bills from last year. And we have another commercial timeout as the game is tied. Ugh. So, basketball, as far as the NBA goes, starts October 21st, apparently, on NBC. So, Prater will kick it off. Kick is away. Returned by Gibson, who, another fumble! He did a good job of avoiding the first guy, but then got popped. So we've also got an injured player in addition to them trying to figure out who recovered it. So the Patriots got it back. Lewis was the guy for the Bills who knocked it out and delivered the hard hit. And Gibson he paid the price. But the Patriots got it back. So injury time out. There's a movie I'd really love to see. Springsteen's Deliver Me from Nowhere. I heard a clip of Jeremy Allen White singing. Did a really good job. He doesn't 100% look like Bruce, but he sounds like him. But in the meantime, I still gotta wait. Oh yeah, the Monday night game is the Chiefs and the Jags, which now looks a lot more interesting since both teams are on a bit of a hot streak. We return to the action of the game. Ugh. So the Patriots were able to complete a pass. Diggs caught the ball at the 32. And this will be the first Monday night game where there's nothing. Well, maybe it will be played on ABC. The preview says it will. The banner says it won't. In the meantime, the Patriots have another pass completed, caught by Diggs again. The ball is now at the 46. Mays under center. Fakes the handoff, is back to pass. It ends up going to the running back, number 32. Boy, that lettering on that dude's jersey is very narrow. I don't think it looked like a big name as it was, but I missed Tarico saying his name. So he got 4. It's right at the 50. Mays back to pass again. And now he's been sacked. Epinesa got the half sack along with Walker, number 97. And we're halfway into the quarter. And somebody lost their mouth guard. So the loss of 2. Mays now on the gun. Back to pass. Already in trouble. And he's sacked again, but we got another flag on the play. With 6:50 left. Good bet it's holding. Holding by both. Penalties offset. They'll replay the down. Campbell, the guilty party for the offense. Rapp, the guilty party for the defense. Mays in the gun. Now he's back to pass. Gets the pass off, and nobody in the vicinity. Way overshot Hunter Henry, who I believe was the intended receiver, and they'll punt it. Shakir will return it, or try to anyways. Berenger will punt it away. There it goes. And it takes a great Patriot bounce right inside the 10. And hello, whoever that is. Thank you for the thumbs up. Feel free to chat me up if you want. You got plenty of time since we're on commercial break. Oh, hey, Nash. Moderators should not be swearing. You're too young to be doing that type of stuff. At any rate, yeah, it's been quite the defensive struggle. Oh, and if you think that this was bad, be glad you didn't see my Cardinals do that in their game against Tennessee. Ugh. Oh. I had so much enthusiasm for the start of this season. And a variety of things have just sunk that way deep. Deeper than the Marineris Trench, which is 30,000 feet deep. Plus. So, for what it's worth, I got the mic to work from the get-go. Yeah, I know. I figured as much. Enjoy your family while you can, even if you can't enjoy the game. Hopefully it'll be made worth your while. So Allen and company have to start from very deep. And we have a handoff to Cook, I believe. Yep, it's for only 3. Heading towards under 6 minutes left in the half. Crowd is decidedly quieter. Allen's in the gun. Man's in motion. Allen's back to pass. And he's already taken off. And he's got room. And he's able to get past the 30. Forced out of bounds at about the 34. So, that gets the crowd going. Got to about the 33, it looks like. Make it, 32. And now we have a timeout by the Patriots. First they've taken. Let's go back to the baseball game. Well, Mariners are up 1-0. Polanco hit a home run. Back to the football game. Cook again gets the run, forced out of bounds. And again, we've got a flag. Holding on the offense. McGovern, the guilty party. So that negates the nice run. 1st and 20 now. Ball's back at the 22. Allen back to pass. And he's going to run yet again. And again, he's forced out of bounds, but gets some of that yardage back. Ooh. Center got quite the cut on his right hand. Okay, Cook again gets the run. Gets 3. So 3rd and 7. Clock still counting down. Ball at the 35. Allen's in the gun. Back to pass. And he is sacked. At the 27. Williams gets half a credit. And number 21 was the other man. Slammed into the turf. Wisniewski will punt it. Gets it off. Ooh. Number 25, Jones, was the return man since Gibson's out. And he got quite the recipient. He was the recipient of quite the tackle. Almost something of a headshot. Lucky he wasn't penalized. So, 2:22 exactly left. Mays under center. Pitches it out to number 32. Looks like we're going to have a 2-minute warning. And we do. Let's go back to the baseball game. Fifth is over. Tigers are due up. Still just 1-0. Jorge Polanco. That's the full name of the guy who homered. And the Tigers' meeting of the order will be up soon. Okay, we got a handoff. Henderson. He of the heavily scrunched last name on his jersey. Looks like Gibson's out for the rest of the game. May back to pass, and he's forced out, and he slid down, was hit late, and now it's another flag against the Bills. Bernard is the guilty party, number 8. Yep, helmet to helmet contact. Even though he was trying to get his head off to the side, it didn't work. So the ball's at the 36 of the Bills. They pass it to Stevenson, but he only gets a yard. And there's another one of Jade's headbands. That stops the clock with 1:11. Let's see what it is this time. Bills are not playing like an undefeated team. Although, is it against the Patriots? Face mask on the offense. Booty, the guilty party. So a rare accepted penalty against the Pats. Yep. First and 25 now. Made back to pass. Throws to number 3, Douglas, who did the toe tapping job, or more like the knee dropping job before he goes out of bounds. So that was a gain of 10. Stops the clock with 1:05. So they're back in Bills territory. May's back to pass. Got time. Lofts it, and it's caught. Hunter Henry skied for that one. They're saying it was a very good throw. I think it was more of a very good catch. Because he had to really sky for that one. And we got a timeout by somebody. I think it's the Bills. So we wait. And now we're back. Excuse me. Ball at the 19. It's a pitch out to Henderson. Got to 16, and now it's a timeout again. Again, it's Buffalo. There's the owner, Robert. I got caught doing questionable stuff in a massage parlor craft. May fakes the handoff, is back to pass, and now he's going to run it and gets the first down. And we got another timeout, and again, it's by the Bills. And he got hit high and low. So 37 seconds left in the half. Ball's at the 7, first and goal. Tries the quarterback draw, gets nowhere. And it looks like the Patriots are content to just, maybe not. Call the timeout at 17 seconds, so they'll give it another shot at the end zone. At least one. Well, they set it back to 18. More Metallica for warm-up music. Mays in the gun. Back to pass now. Now he's being chased out. And he throws it, but it's short. Douglas was the intended receiver. They'll get at least one more play off to try and get a touchdown before they have to settle for a field goal. Oh, it's tipped. So he didn't short arm it. And hello, whoever's there. Feel free to chat me up if you want. And now we got a flag. False start. Booty the guilty party on that. It's as if the quality of the games has switched places. Aside from the first one where the Ravens played the Bills here, games have not been good. May back to pass. And we may have pass interference. Bills defender at his back turned as number 3 was the intended receiver for the Patriots. And White the guilty party. Actually, that was Diggs. So it's set at the 1. They're going to try and go for it. Let's see what happens. Big risk. So pass to Henry. Got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it in. But it was quick enough that they only have 3 seconds off of the clock. And they'll have time for a field goal. May not happy that he couldn't make it work. So it's going to be a 19-yard field goal, about as short as you can get to kick a field goal. It's old extra point territory. And it's good. That's my attitude towards this game. Let's get some TDs, shall we? That's it for the drink. And now, baseball game, that's right. But first, I gotta shine some more light on the subject. Get some air circulating. Let's see. Further experiment with the lighting. And now I step away. I give you let's share. Stuffy. Let's see. And Seattle has gotten an extra run, so they're now leading 2-0. And Polanco hit another home run. Uh, those are the only 2 hits the Mariners have had. And Detroit hasn't gotten any hits. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. I was looking in the run column. Mariners have 4 hits, but Polanco's hit 2 solo homers. In the meantime, Dingler. What a name. Just grounded out. McKinstry is now batting, the third baseman. And Bizzardo is the relief pitcher for Seattle. Counts now 2-2. You have a foul ball. And he got struck out. Next up is ex-Cub Javier Baez. Grounded out and walked in earlier at bats. A reversal of fortune for considering what's gone on in Thursday night games. A lot more competitive, a lot more exciting. Baez got on the base. So now Meadows, the center fielder, is up. Tying run at the plate. Two and two count. And it's a pop out. So we're in the seventh inning stretch. See if anybody else can do damage for the M's. Now the third's about ready to start. And it's a story of threes. Tied for third lowest scoring in the half. We're in the third quarter, and it's 6-3. Divisible numbers by 3. So we had an Olympic tie-in with a flag football demonstration at halftime. And it's actually going to be an Olympic sport in LA. Patriots have kicked it off. It's being returned by the Bills. Can't get past the 30, though. Oh. Close the door. So much for the ventilation. So whatever play was recently done, it gained 6 yards. So the ball's at the 35. Allen's under center, fakes the handoff, gives back to pass, gets it to Kincaid yet again, forced out of bounds, but not before he got a first down. So Kincaid's clear than the main man tonight. And we have a handoff to Cook, who gets a lane and gets a first down. This close to breaking it off. So they were already in Patriots territory, and now they're even further in there. Got the shoestring tackle put on him. He really wanted that. He thought he had it. So it's at the 35. Oh, he didn't get the first down. Allen does the naked bootleg. It initially looked like he was going to pass, but he decided, nah, I'm just going to run it. Forced out of bounds, but he got the first down. So each with 9 first downs for the game. Allen's under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Hands it to Cook. And he is stopped. Number 48 stood him up to bye. They credit him with a yard. So 2nd and 9. And we got movement. Let's see what they call it. Neutral zone infraction on a defense. Number 2, Landry, the third, the third on the roster of the Patriots, is the guilty party. Stop the clock, but it starts again. Allen back to pass. Gets it off. Coleman gets the first down. So Buffalo looking the way they should. Under 11 minutes left in the third. Allen in the gun, back to pass. Gets it to Knox this time. Modest gain, about 6. So they set it at the 15. Nope, 14. Hand up. Nope. Fakes the handoff to Cook and a quick pass to Shakir, who gets the first down. As we now go under 10 minutes in the quarter. Ball's at the 6, so first and goal. Man in motion. Allen back to pass. Now he's rolling out to his right. And he just throws it away. Somebody in the crowd got a souvenir. And he's running to get it. Man's going to put that in his car. He doesn't want it knocked out of his hands. He doesn't want to fumble. Oh, Tirico had a classic call of the guy leaving. And we got a touchdown. Samuel untouched into the end zone on a pass from Allen. The guy who caught it in the stands had a Milano jersey, and he was following a guy with an Allen jersey. So, Tirico, this is why I keep the headphones on. You never know what you might get. But it'll probably be something funny. So we got the extra point try by Prater. It is up, and it is good. Oh, he missed the touchdown. Unless he managed to see a TV in the concession stand. They have them there now. Definitely be a viral video moment. Someone's definitely clipping that as we speak. So back to the baseball game, shall we? We are now in the 8th. As the screen tries to catch up after being overcovered by another browser. Looks like the Mariners didn't get any runs in their half of the 7th. So the Tigers are now at bat. Oh, Toronto beat up the Yankees bad again. We have a pitching change for the Mariners. Brash is now the reliever. And Gleyber Torres is the batter. It's a 2-2 count. Now it's a 3-2 count. Okay. We're now back to the action for football. So let's get the screen showing me back. 8:21 left. And Prater kicks it off. It's returnable. Stevenson's the one returning it, and he gets it to the 25 or the 26. So Mays in the gun, fakes the handoff to the receiver, goes back to pass, and low-hanging fruit caught by Diggs, and it's a first down. Oh, it was 9:20. Oh, there was 9:21 left when they kicked it off, so. And Will Campbell seems to be doing a good job of holding Bosa at bay for the Bills. Mays back to pass. He gets it completed again, this time to Booty. Another first down. Former Buffalo head coach is now the offensive line coach for the Patriots. So another sort of homecoming. So the ball's now on the Bills 42. It's another flea flicker, and Mays in trouble. He gets away from it, and he gets the pass off, and he just throws it out of bounds. Oh, we got a late flag. Illegal contact on the defense. Benford, number 47, is the guilty party. Illegal contact. If I didn't already say that. Yeah, he had his hands all over Booty. So the ball's now at the Bills 37. Handoff. Henderson, number 32, got it. Very short gain. And we're now halfway through the quarter. That was only a yard gain. Hello there. Feel free to chat me up. Take off your jacket and stay a while. We're getting some excitement finally in this game. May back to pass. He's rolling out to his right. Now he's blowing it long. And we have a catch. Managed to get before going out of bounds with 7 minutes left. Let me see. Replay says, yep, 1 knee equals 2 feet, and he held on to it really well. Hand off to Stevenson, and he gets it easily. So all of a sudden, we have an offensive flood breaking out. And we got some whistling. Offside on the defense. Penalty will be declined. It's because it's a touchdown. Suddenly got extremely entertaining now due to a variety of unforeseen circumstances, things you wouldn't normally expect. He turned that Bills defense into Swiss cheese. The extra point is up, and it is good. So 13-10 Patriots. So clearly some adjustments were made at halftime to get both teams oiled up for offensive duty. And it's clearly worked. And I'm back to being more awake. Let's see how the baseball game is going. Oh, Tigers have 2 men on base. And there's only one out. Mariners have got to shut these guys down. Count is 1-2. It's now 2-2. Got a commercial timeout, obviously, for the football game. Ooh, we have a double. And the game is now tied up. In the meantime, we now have the game back on the TV for football. Kick is away for the kickoff. Bounces a little bit, and then it's now returned by the Bills. And those numbers for the Bills are hard to read. They decided to go white and silver for their color scheme. He got both feet and a knee, did Diggs on his big catch. So the ball's at the 29 of the Bills. Allen is under center. Hands it off. Number 22 was the carrier for the Bills. Didn't get anything. Divine number 48 for the Patriots was in on the tackle. And Allen is doing the audible thing. Under 6 minutes left in the quarter. Allen's now back to pass. Gets it off to Shakir. And we got a flag on account of a late hit. Way out of bounds when he made the hit. It wasn't much, but it was enough. Number 41. Schooler was the guilty party. Again, it wasn't much, but it was enough. And there's a Robert Saleh lookalike on the Patriots sideline who just went, ugh. So we're now deep in Patriots territory at the 38. Allen back to pass again. And intended receiver was Shavers, but was short and out of bounds. Allen's in the gun. Looks like he's audibling. Swings out the pass to Shakir again, who's forced out of bounds. Going under 5 minutes in the quarter. They got 5 on that. Allen's in the gun. Back to pass. Gets it off to a tight end. Kincaid again. Truly the main man, although he looks hurt. So, may have got his right hand dinged up. So it's down at the 16. Hands it off. Ty Johnson is number 26. Not Singletary. Gets a significant gain. Cook's coming back in for Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Swing out pass. And I don't know who that was to, but there's multiple flags on the play, so it may be a moot point. Pass interference on the offense again. Shakir, the guilty party. Well, I tried to block. It was something of a wide receiver screen, and they tried to block before the pass even was thrown. Those aren't often called, I think. But they got this one. So it's now 2nd and 13. Ball's at the 19, just short of the 19, it looks like. Allen back to pass. Oh, is it intercepted? Yes, it is. Number 25. Jones. Ugh. All right. Gotta step back. Okay. So they're doing the replay of the interception. Jones just jumped in front of the receiver, Shakir, and pilfered the pass. So the Patriots are at their own 10. Handoff is to Travion Henderson. He gets a yard. May now back to pass. He gets it to Diggs again. Oh! Who almost did the Butterfingers thing. Started bobbling the ball, but it was able to pull it back in. So he only got 2 because of his near muff. Ball's now at the 13. And blitz is on. May's in trouble. Did he get it caught again? Yeah. That was Diggs again. He's bailing May out. Something fierce. And hello, whoever you are. Feel free to chat me up on anything if you want. Take off your jacket and stay a while. It was a late blitz, but May was able to avoid it, and Diggs in the tippy toe thing. Oh, did he ever? So ball's at the 23. May back to pass again. He had to get it out in a hurry because another blitz was on, and 10 receiver couldn't turn back in time to get to it. So less than a minute left in the quarter. May's done well to avoid the pressure. And he gets off a quick pass. Douglas with the catch. Short of the first down, though, so it'll be third. Cole Bishop with the hit. 3rd and 3 now. Another blitz is coming. May gets it off. Again, Diggs with the catch, who turns around and gets some more yards before being forced out of bounds. So Diggs making his presence known. And that was tipped. And the third quarter is over. Okay, let's go back to baseball. Oh, Seattle managed to hold the Tigers to just those 2 runs, and they got one of their own. And I need to refresh the screen again. Okay. So Cal Raleigh had gotten on base somehow, and then Julio Rodriguez doubled him in. There are 2 outs now, 2 men on base. Suarez and Polanco. There was a fielder's choice when Suarez was at bat, and Rodriguez got thrown out at home. And Jay Naylor is up to bat. Or Josh Naylor, excuse me. Canadian. He's playing for the wrong team. Looks like we have a pitching change. But we're back to the action on football. Ball's at the 41. Mays back to pass. Sends a long one away, and he gets it to Henry, who got hammered. Rapp delivered quite the blow, but Henry held on to it at the 35. May back to pass again. Throws it out to Henderson, who's forced out of bounds for a minimal gain. I actually lost a yard. It's a 2nd and 11 at the 36. May back to pass. Gets it to Diggs again, who evades a defender. And he gets very close to the end zone down at the 5. And he's a pumped up dude. Nice blocking to help him get free a little more. Ball's placed at the 6. May hands it off to Stevenson, who gets nothing. Second and goal. I formation. May under center. He pitches it out to Stevenson, who is untouched into the end zone. So that turnover just killed the Bills. Extra point is up and good. And so we go back to the baseball game. And Naylor flied out. And this will be it for the Tigers. Bottom of the order is coming up to bat. McKinstry is up. He's already 0-2. But we're getting back to the game now for the football. 12-10 left in the game. Looks like McKinstry struck out. And a return by the Bills at the goal line. Samuel takes it to the 25. All right, they desperately need a touchdown, do the Bills. Actually been placed at the 26. Allen's back to pass. Gets a nice gain out already to Kincaid yet again, who seems to have no hand issues. Already at the 49. Allen back to pass again. Swings it out to Cook, who cannot gain any yardage. Lost one, but we've also got a flag. Let's see what the call is. Ooh, roughing the passer. 94, the guilty party for the Patriots. Durden. Let's see what he did that was egregious. Yep, helmet to helmet. And slammed him to the ground, too. And now we got some beeping and whistling going on. Trying to make sure the ball's spotted right. Lebanos up. Move the clock back. Now they're starting it up again. We have a handoff to Cook, and that was sniffed up right away. And, oh, Lord. Another unnecessary roughness penalty, this time against Cook. His knee was already down, and then Farmer number 94 of the Patriots just laid into him. Oh, no, it was 92. Sorry. So it's a spot foul. So the loss counted because it was a dead ball foul. It's now at the Patriots 25. Allen back to pass. Now he's going to run it. And gets to the 22. Allen's slow to get up. Slow to walk back to the huddle. Jennings with a hit from behind. Gain of 3. Allen back to pass. Gets it to Knox, who gets the first down with forward progress. Under 10 minutes left in the game. So Allen back to pass, and he's running and running and running and running, and just short of the first down marker. Forced out of bounds. And under 9 minutes now in the game. 2nd and 2. Handoff to Davis. He gets a yard. Up. Quick handoff, or quick go. Quarterback sneak slash Bill bump. Nice push by the O-line. Nice push by his running back. So the ball's at the 2. 1st and goal. Allen back to pass. Gets it to the receiver Coleman in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. And from what I heard on the broadcast, the baseball game is over. I can only assume the Mariners won. I'll check that out personally once we're done with this replay and the extra point. Had to do his tippy-toe act in the back of the end zone, but he did well. Raiders' kick is up and good. So the Bills have cut the lead to 3. Let's see if the Bills can stop the Patriots this time on defense. Yep, Mariners won 3-2. So I'll definitely check out those highlights eventually tonight. Skubal pitched 7 innings. A lot more than the Mariners starting pitcher Castillo, even though he was able to hold it scoreless for a while. You hope they don't overtax the bullpen. Castillo did throw a lot of pitches in 4 2/3, 85. He did have 4 walks in addition to 3 strikeouts, but he only gave up 1 hit. Well, so much for that. In the meantime, in soccer news, both the Timbers and Thorns are still in playoff position. The Thorns have the better of it. They're tied for third, although thanks to goal differential, it's more like fourth. The Kansas City Current have just been lights out these past 2 years. Who knows if they can be beaten? Although Gotham did well to win the title last year. So we're halfway towards the quarter being done. Prater kicks it off. It's pretty short. Ooh, nice tackle on Stevenson. Only gets to the 23. And you can really hear the Bills crowd hooping it up. Ball's actually at the 24. Mays in shotgun. Back to pass. And he's under pressure. Throws it. Oh, man, just to get away to Stevenson, who's forced out of bounds. Gains about 5. I think he's only been sacked once. Officially, it's 2nd and 4. Ball's at the 30. I formation. Mays under center. Hands it off to Henderson, who will be just short of a first down. Third and inches. And they do the quarterback sneak too, but we got flags on the field. I thought I could hear the whistles before the snap. Yep, false start. 59 of the Patriots. Lowe is the guilty party. They had gotten the first down, and now it's moved back to 3rd and 6 instead. Made back to pass. Flushed out again. And, sorry for that ill-timed yawn, but he was forced out of bounds before he could even get to the line of scrimmage. So, Shaq Thompson was the one who forced him out. And so the Patriots are going to punt. It's gotten off by Beringer. Very long one. And it goes all the way into the end zone. So the Bills will get it at the 20. So as I was saying about the soccer, the Timbers are in playoff positioning. There's just one game left in their regular season, I do believe. And they're tied with Austin for 6th place. Although, let's see. Austin still has one more game to play than Portland. They have less goal differential, but more wins. Also, more losses. So all the teams in the East have been decided in terms of their playoff positioning. Or at least getting to the playoffs. Philadelphia leads all in terms of points, so they'll have home field advantage throughout. In terms of their actual positions, still got a bit of a ways to go to decide that. So the Bills are up and running. Cook got the handoff, only got 3 yards. Officially, he's gotten 4. It's like 3.5. Allen back to pass. Under pressure. Tries to... Oh, did he get intercepted? The Patriots seem to think they have it, but there's also a flag. And we have pass interference on the defense. "51 Gibbons is the guilty party. And he got pushed out of bounds. So the Patriots have nearly caught up with the Bills in terms of penalties. Ball's now at the 43. Allen under center is now back to pass. And he's now being chased out and manages to escape a couple tacklers and gets out of bounds to avoid more. Only gets about 3. Officially, it's 2nd and 6. Allen's in the gun. Oh, he's in trouble again, but gets the pass off. Cook cannot handle it. And Allen barely avoided the sack. Number 7 had him wrapped up, but Allen was able to get the pass off. That was Davis the third. So 3rd and 6. Empty backfield for Allen. He's back to pass. Lofts it up. Gets it to Coleman, who gets the first down. Has proven to be quite the good pickup at wide receiver. And he was up against Jones, the third. So they're at the Patriots 40 now. Hand off to Cook again, who only gets 2. Still trying to keep the running game going. Under 4 now. Allen in the gun. Cook to his left. Back to pass. And he gets it complete to Shakir, who gets a first down. Clock continues to wind. Ball's at the 27 and a half. Under 3 minutes. Pass on the outside. Oh, it was dropped. Tried to do the wide receiver screen thing, but I think it was one of those cases where he tried to look ahead before he actually finished catching the ball. Allen back to pass. Rolling out to his right. Now he pumps it all the way back to the end zone. It's caught, but he's way out of bounds. Threw it a little too hard, I do believe. So 2-down territory for the Bills now. Well, actually, they could get a field goal. Allen's back to pass. He's rolling to his right again. Oh! Shakir had it and couldn't hold it as he was hit from behind. So Prater will attempt the field goal. It'll give the Pats a chance to try and win it at the end. Okay, it's going to be a 45-yarder. And it is up and good. Bass was supposed to, I think, be back by now, but Prater's still gainfully employed. So, as I look at the MLS standings, a couple of teams have extra games left to play. This week is basically makeup week. If you were playing in-season tournaments or had a weather-related suspension. San Diego, in addition to their women's team, the men's team, from an expansion standpoint, has done exceedingly well. Although St. Louis has shown what happens when the bloom gets off the rose really quickly. They're third to last in the season, along with two usual stalwarts doing worse than them, Kansas City and the LA Galaxy. The latter, who have only won 5 games. Okay, back to the action in football. Prater kicks it off. Henderson returns it at the 6 and gets to the just short of the 30. So let's see if the Patriots can march down the field and win at the very end. May. Oh, he's sacked. Oh, no. It looked like he was going to be sacked. He got the pass off, and I thought it was just to be able to avoid the sack, but it was caught by Diggs. Bailed out yet again by his big-time receiver. And it's a 2-minute warning now. And he got the first down. Diving for it at the end. Well, the Patriots have definitely improved over last year. Okay. Bills fans trying to hype their team up as we're back to the action. Patriots in the I-back formation. Hand it off to Stevenson, who gets 2. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. Clock's still running. May back to pass. Oh, he got it completed. Booty. Shaking his booty over the sideline. And Buffalo's taking a timeout. Not looking good for the Bills right now. Although the Patriots field goal kicker, they did note, is a rookie. Ball's at the Bills 39. They Hand it off to Stevenson. And again, there's a timeout by Buffalo. The Pats win. There'll be no more unbeaten teams left. So ball's at the 34. 2nd and 5. Another I formation. Stevenson again gets the ball and gets nothing this time. 1:07 left, and the Bills take their final time out. May fakes the handoff, is back to pass. Oh! Ugh. Was able to get away from the sack, tried to run it, and got hit pretty hard trying to do that, and he only got to the line of scrimmage. So the Patriots are going to let the clock wind down as much as they can. It's a 20-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. So 20 seconds are left. Patriots take their timeout. And Borregales will attempt a mid-range field goal. So far, his long this season's been 53. His career long going back to college is 56. And it's going to be longer than maybe I expected. It's going to be a 52-yarder. So, yeah, it's a significant distance. Snap, the hold, the kick. It is right down the middle. And only 15 seconds left. Well, that kick, when it went through, was at the top of the goalposts almost. So here's the kick. It's going to be returnable by Samuel. And we got a flag was returned about to the 27. Oh, holding on the receiving team. So we're going to be in a lot of lateral territory. Eight seconds left. They might be able to get one pass off. And New England's taking a timeout. Okay. So Allen back to pass. Up. He was downed. Palmer caught it, but he was down in bounds. Didn't even get a chance to lateral anything. And the Patriots have won. So that's it for undefeated teams. And that's it for me tonight. Ugh. So, thanks to those who stopped by. Glad I finally got everything fixed. Well, almost everything fixed. I don't know why it's glitching like it just did now, but at least the equipment is working for the most part. So, bye-bye. Bye, Bonds.